I'm on the Voyageur Trail on the north shore of Superior, hiking up to a known lookout. I'm going to extend that a little bit, find somewhere to camp, and then the real goal is to take in a thunderstorm tonight. Despite that I've done hundreds of days of canoe-in trips, this is actually my first summer hike-in camping trip. I've always wanted to do this. I've always wanted to go up on a good lookout and just take in a good thunderstorm. Hopefully that arrives as predicted. There's home over there. And this is pretty fantastic news. We're right at the start of blueberry season. I haven't really had any yet except for one, literally one. This view is just incredible. And it gets better at the top. I'm at the top, and it is a breathtaking view. Picnic table lookout. You can see why. And check this out. So I packed up a liter of water, and this is one deterrent from doing a trip like this where you camp on top of a hill. I don't know what my water source is going to be. I suspect it's going to be going all the way down without my pack to get water. But if that's what it is, that's what it is. Or maybe I can capture some tonight in the rain. That's not a bad idea, but then this has to last me until then. With blueberries, I can maybe get by. Oh, I could chug it all right now though. Blueberries are predominantly water, so they'll definitely help hydrate me, but digesting food also takes a lot of water from your body. So I don't know what the net effect is. I'm sure it's still hydrating, but not as much as just straight water, of course. And here's the west side of the peninsula, probably even more beautiful. Swainson's thrush, my favorite bird call. And this is where I'm gonna call home for the night. I want to be high up with a good view of the storm, right? Like I said, that's my primary objective tonight. Storm's supposed to roll in around 2 a.m. So I'll be waking up in the middle of the night to film it. And I want a good view, but I can't be right at the top of this hill for obvious reasons in a lightning storm. I'm gonna go down a little bit. The other interesting consideration, because I'll be in a hammock, I'm off the ground. I don't know if a lightning strike could affect me. I really don't know. I'm not trying to put out misinformation and say that's the case. But I don't see that it could. It would take a different path to connect to the ground, right? So I don't know. I think I'll be okay. If anyone with a better understanding of weather, of physics, wants to chime in on that, welcome your input. There are plenty of blueberries up here. Sporadic, but plenty once you add them all up. So I'm gonna call that my water source. It's just, I do not want to go all the way back down. No way. So now it's just a matter of finding 2 trees that are nicely spaced and adequately large to hang the hammock. It's a lot of scrubby stuff, small spruce, but there are some options. So I'm all set up here. I'm My hammock and shelter is fantastic. The view is unreal. Couldn't have asked for more. But I've got a thirst that blueberries just can't quench. So I am gonna have to go down to the water. I brought my water filter in, my 4-liter gravity filter, platypus. So I'm gonna go down to the water, fill this up, schlep it back up here. No other gear, that's not too bad. Just 4 liters of water, it's nothing. And then I can really enjoy my time here and not be parched the entire time. Another reason I'm gonna need the water is because I've only brought the bare essentials on this trip. 1 bag of sour cream and onion chips, ruffled. Only 1 bag. Cheese and goat cheese and crackers. A cheese bagel. There's the goat cheese. Just a bit of it left. And red wine. So those things are going to make me a little bit thirsty. Oh yeah. And I look like such a slob when I pack for an overnight trip or short trips. I like just got off work and decided to come here, so I'm not going to waste all my effort on dehydrated food. Cooking and dehydrating meals is work, and I don't need that. Weight savings, this will get me through till tomorrow just fine. I'll be happy as a clam. So chips it is. I'm incredibly excited for this little trip. It's such a short trip, but it's just a lifelong dream to watch a storm on a lookout. So let's hope it comes. Can't promise that. All this talk might be for nothing. But either way, the sunset should be fantastic and this will be a beautiful night. 7:30 now, and should be able to get back down and back up in an hour with water. This is paying off now. Raspberries. Oh man, I love these. Beautiful spot here. Perfect sand, lovely cove, driftwood cove, and nice, clear, clean, superior water. This bag has a Ziploc top. I really always struggle to do it up. I really prefer a roll top. See, still far from watertight. Gonna get a slurp while I'm here. This is my first time using the life straw. Usually don't need it because I have water access and the filter. Don't need both, but we got it because we have a big trip coming up and we want some kind of on-the-go water system. You really got to suck it up. Oh yeah. Then you're supposed to blow it out after to help keep the filtration clean and so you don't get water up there where bacteria can grow, I guess. So it's all crown land that I'm on this trip, like usual, except that beach front is actually private property. Can you imagine having that? What would you give? Look at this. There's a little creek coming in right there. Can only improve the fishing, and perfect sand beach. It's actually not fair that someone has that. Made it back, no real spills. Plenty of water to see me through the night. And it looks like the edge of the storm is starting to move in. There's a real mist and haze over the distant hills now. It's that pre-storm energy. Super calm though. There's a saying about that too, isn't there? This ridge is rapidly moving in here. I gotta get a time lapse on this. I've got a time lapse going, but it's on my water filtration bottle filling up, so this is a little more interesting. This was so worth it. Oh, I'd be dying of thirst. It'd been a horrible idea. Oh yeah. Oh. Excuse me. When you want it, this is the greatest thing ever. Totally magical evening, and the lightning, despite all the energy in the air, is not supposed to start for another 5 hours, so I still have to go to sleep for a little bit before then. This is sweet. I'm so glad I did this. I just can't seem to settle in for the night. It's just non-stop beautiful scenes and the sky's changing rapidly, so there's a new view to look at every 5 minutes. It's time to hop into bed. It's been a completely magical evening. This storm is supposed to blow in with south winds. So I've got this south facing side of my tarp really pinned down tight. I don't want the wind to be flapping this and then driving rain underneath onto me. That'd be a bad situation. So that is really tight. Oh, for the longest time. Whoa. I've been listening to The Longest Time. It's a song by Billy Joel, who I don't listen to, but it's a great song for quartets. And there are some really good renditions of it on YouTube, and I've been playing it a lot at home and driving Aaron crazy, singing it a lot too. Check it out though. Quartets, they're amazing. The harmonies, I love it. I love it. It's not my normal genre of music, but a quartet plays and I'm just like swaying, just in it, you know? Just got some other exciting news. I use this Aurora app here in the bottom left corner, and it's great. And I just got an alert saying that an Aurora may be visible soon. This could be a double light show. No, more likely it'll be neither. I always get my hopes up and I have to stop. But in half an hour, around 11 p.m., the KP is going to be 4. This app is great, actually. I'll give them a big props. You can check the map too, and it'll show you where it is. And green doesn't necessarily mean you're seeing green aurora. I mean, it indicates your probability of seeing an aurora. Yellow is obviously higher, red is much higher. So that is exciting. I like this thing at the top too, your KP index. And then the percentage of chance of seeing the northern lights right now. Pretty cool. So I'll be keeping an eye on this, keeping an eye on the sky under the tarp. And who knows? Wind is really picking up. It's gusting quite a lot, shaking the trees that I'm hanging off of and rocking me gently. It's not unpleasant. I'm so excited. I'm not going to be able to sleep. I'm not going to be able to sleep at all. It's coming up on 11 and I have an alarm set for 2. And I do not foresee myself going to sleep for a long time because I'm too excited. There's too much going on. There's too much electricity in the air. Nature makes me feel so alive. Like, I'm not a super excitable person. I'm fairly serious and calm. But out here I'm a little kid. I just can't wait. It's like Christmas morning, Christmas Eve. I hope Santa comes. Well, it's 4:30. I've been checking the weather forecast frequently through the night, and the lightning just keeps moving farther and farther off in time, and now there's supposed to be none. So, the clouds also came in by the time the Aurora forecast got good and heated up. So, I have absolutely no theme to this video now. I mean, luckily it was still a stupidly beautiful evening. But that is a bummer. Guess I'm going back to bed. So that was a total bust. No storm at all. A little bit of rain. But there is supposed to be one again tonight if I want to get my hopes up again. And it won't be from this vantage point, but I'm going to try and get out and capture that instead. Why? Ooh, blueberries. To secure my ridge line, I always use a trucker's hitch. I just close it off with I call it a dock knot. And on the other end, I tried that Siberian hitch that Gord showed me. Should be able to, this is tight, but this should just fall right out. Yeah, sweet. In addition to the blueberries, I think These are Saskatoons, but I'm gonna search it on iNaturalist. If you've never used iNaturalist before, it's a free app. It is fantastic. I'm just gonna create a new observation, take a photo. Hit OK, and now it'll ID it for me. You hit what did you see, view suggestions. We're pretty sure it's in this tribe, okay? And then the top 10 suggestions. Saskatoon is number 1, and that looks like it's it. And then you can submit your observation too. A Saskatoon is nothing interesting or new, but I'll submit it anyway. Some other cool things that I've found recently. These beetles. Very bizarre looking. But no one has ID'd them yet. Other people can contribute their IDs. Hummingbird moth was one I never knew. What a crazy looking thing. You can do it for fish too. This was apparently a fairly rare finding that I posted on Instagram months ago. Pygmy whitefish. Cool. It's a really good app. So I'm going to take these. Yep. They're not fantastic. Like blueberries are far superior. But they're good. I have the pre-trip Giddies 16-day trip coming up with Aaron, and it's a work week away, and I'm already pretty giddy.